Hey guys, it's Jackie here. I thought I'd just make a quick video talking about my bow setup. Now, some of you probably saw my other videos of me shooting this bow, the Samick Sage, and one video showed me with shooting it with the sight. The other one with bare bow, and I even showed the targets and whatnot. I made a few more modifications to it. Before, like the first video, you probably saw me using a whisker biscuit rest. I decided to change that out for just a regular kind of elevated rest there. Just because I was noticing that some of the velocity was being taken out of the arrows, and this is a 40-pound draw weight, by the way. So I'm hoping to just kind of work my strength up and get to like the legal hunting weight. For bow hunting. I know it's summer and it's a little early, but I just thought I'd try to get things set up here good. I also got a 2-inch stabilizer here. I'm not usually a brand name sort of thing, but this is a Top Point Archery one, and this is a Trophy Ridge 3-pin sight. Again, probably seen this before in my other video. And also I have a mounting here on the sight for a bow quiver, so that's definitely going to be useful for hunting. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, so really nice setup there, and it can easily just be taken back off too and set aside. I don't usually use this type of quiver when I'm like at the range, like I was earlier when I was sighting in, because as I mentioned before, and you've probably seen the video, I shot this bare bow, so I took the sight off. I took the whisker biscuit off. I already had the strike plate on the side here, and like this I guess fur kind of shelf cover. So yeah, I wasn't using a rest. I was just shooting off the shelf. But I think for hunting, and I know some folks, they have their own style of hunting they use as traditional as they want, but I guess for me, personally, I think using a sight and having a nice little rest there, it's just been working out for me, and I've been continuing to practice with this, and I have this pretty much all sighted in for up to like the top pin I have set for like 10 yards, and the middle sight for 15, and the lower one for about 20 yards. So anyway, and I don't know if I want to be shooting deer or wild boars or whatever I'm going to be hunting with too much farther than that. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've got going on there. I also have a rangefinder which helped me with sighting it in. This is a GoPro. Again, I'm not really into the whole name thing. I know this is, branded Samick Sage and all that, and Trophy Ridge, and this quiver is also it's a Trophy Ridge brand. It is the S Spot. There's probably several tutorials on the YouTube on how to get that mounted and put together and all that. But that's pretty much what I've got. And I've been kind of experimenting with other like finger protection. Before I was just using, you know, a glove like this. It covers the 3 fingers that you use. Like, you know, as I understand, the Mediterranean draw is when you have like, you know, 1 over, 2 under, like that. And these are Penal's Archery 300 spine, and I have a triple bladed broadhead. And so anyway, so this is what I'm most familiar with. Some folks even do like 3 under. It just depends on personal preference. I personally just stick with the Mediterranean draw. And there's, you know, like I said, the glove was working for me fine with that. I was experimenting and decided to try out a finger tab. Sorry, just gotta put my arrow back in here. There we go. Anyway, so I tried using a finger tab, and I kind of sort of liked it, but it was a little different and it did seem to throw me off. This is a Bicaster. It's kind of like what they use in like competition shooting, like the Olympics, and so like I pretty much have it kind of to where I want it. It fits pretty comfortably, and you know, I was able to shoot kind of just fine, but it was just a little different. Yeah, and it's definitely really good protection for the fingers. So, you know, but I think for hunting, this probably wouldn't be as versatile. I mean, because it makes it very hard to take out the arrows, because you see this is kind of just in the way. And so you pretty much just have to like take it off, then take the arrow out, and then nock it. And yeah, and so that's, so I mean, it's kind of good. It's good for like range target shooting, but again, it was a little bit different than what I'm used to. Like I said, I'm used to using a glove like this, and I mean, this one's kind of getting a little worn out. I actually ordered a different one on Amazon recently, and you know, and I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this. Like, it's good finger protection, but you know, it's just, again, it's kind of just a little bit worn out. It's not entirely leather. I mean, you know, these parts are leather. The sides for like air cooling and breathing, so that, you know, you don't overheat and get super sweaty, which you end up anyway, especially during the hot summer days. I also have the arm guard. I always use the arm guard, and you know, there are ways you can, like, you know, shoot without it. I mean, there's certain techniques, like what I've learned is that holding the bow like this, you know, and not so much like that, because that actually would, you know, when you draw it back and it goes forward, it actually causes you to slap your wrist there, your arm. So I've learned that you can actually do this, which kind of turns the elbow outward instead of in like that. But I always use an arm guard anyway, just in case, you know. But anyway, that's kind of my setup. I think, what I have here is pretty good. Got the stabilizer, got the sight all sighted in, got a nice rest. Oh, and I have some new string silencers that you probably noticed. I did this one a lot more cleaner here on the bottom than the top, but yeah. And again, my first video of shooting this bow, you probably saw that I had some other silencers. They were basically bits of yarn that were kind of bound together with like a rubber band. But you see these, I actually kind of like these a little better. I feel like they dampen the string, the vibrations a lot more. So yeah, I mean those yarn ones, they were cheap and they kind of worked, but whenever I was sighting this in and using these, I actually noticed, it's actually a lot quieter. So anyway, hopefully I am, gonna be ready for hunting, or if you've seen some of my more prominent videos where I review horror movies, I might be ready for the zombie apocalypse. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.